everyone, my name's Katie. Thanks for tuning in. Behind me is my 1960 Shasta Airflyte. If you're new here or if you haven't watched my last video, I'm going to link it below. My dad and I drove 4 hours into the mountains each way to very carefully pick her up and bring her home. She's quite the project, so it was pretty risky to bring her home, and she is going to be quite the camper to renovate. So in this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the renovations she needs, tell you a bit about the plan for the future. So yeah, let's get started. Thanks for watching. Okay, so before we get started with the tour, I thought I would give you a little bit of background on me and kind of fill you in on why this camper is so special to me. If you know me from YouTube, you probably know me so far as the girl who solo camps around Utah. Or maybe you saw my renovation video of my 1973 Scotsman roamer named Amelia. I'm still working on her. She's not done yet. Once we get done with her, we're going to get started on the Shasta. But yeah, you should definitely go watch that video as well. If you know me before YouTube, you might know me as a realtor. That's my real job. If you knew me before real estate, you might know me as a vintage dealer. Before I got into real estate, I owned multiple online stores selling vintage clothing, vintage home decor. I would go to estate sales. I even started to build such a name for myself that people would call me to come pick their houses and their barns and attics before they gave other people a chance. And so I got to see some pretty cool stuff. And so I really developed my love for vintage and antiques. And this camper is kind of like the creme de la creme, the holy grail of all vintage campers. And so when I got the opportunity to buy it, I had to. All right, let's get started with the tour. We'll start with the exterior tour first. As you can see behind me, down below, there's something majorly wrong. Basically, the welds on the frame have failed, and so it's not getting the full support that it has been, and so over time it is basically just crumbled. You can see both sides are sagging down like this, and then on the inside you'll see that some of the walls have fallen off of the floor. And so all four walls, the floor, the ceiling, that's all going to need to be taken off. The frame is going to need to be re-welded with new metal, and all pieces are going to need to be put on again. So major renovation just with that alone, but that means that pretty much everything in this camper is going to be fresh when it's all done. I'm going to try and keep as much original things as I can, but you know, for integrity of the camper, it's mostly going to need to be redone. So, all right, so on the front window, you can see that this glass piece is missing, this glass piece is missing, and this one is broken. So obviously the glass is going to need to be replaced, but that's really the least of our worries because this metal up here is also damaged and we're going to need to be replacing that as well. So we are currently in the market for a new front window or any kind of window that we can take the metal from up here and replace it. So if you have any vintage Shasta parts, please do let us know because we are interested in purchasing them from you. Okay, so down here, the jack is broken. We didn't know that when we bought it, but that's okay. It's just honestly one more thing that's wrong with this camper. It's expected at this point. The ladies we bought it from, they basically just picked up the camper and put it on the hitch for us. So when we got home, we were a little bit surprised that it was a little bit harder to get off the hitch than we had planned for. So yeah, we need to replace the jack, and then it'll be a little bit easier to hitch up next time. But that's okay because we're not really moving it anywhere right now. It's just sitting here ready to be renovated whenever we're done with Amelia. So we do have the original Shasta emblem here, which is exciting. A lot of times they don't have the emblem anymore, they've fallen off or whatever, so exciting that this is original. You may have noticed in the intro that the screen door is only half of a door. We're gonna need to replace that somehow, probably try and find an original one. So again, if you have any Shasta parts, please let us know. Because most of the windows are broken, there's tons of water damage in here. So you can see on the door, this is all gonna need to be replaced. And then when we get inside, you'll also see that most of the walls are gonna be replaced. Well, all of the walls are gonna be replaced if we're being honest. So we do have both of the wings. The wing on the other side is very broken, so that's going to need to be replaced. But this one is looking pretty good, so we're going to try and keep this one. This window is obviously intact, but this access panel is not intact. So this is another part we're looking for. If you have one, please let me know. So on the back here, it's a bit hard to see, but the roof up here has caved in a bit. We think there probably was a bunch of snow on top of there at one point. And because of the walls failing and just being weaker than usual, it wasn't able to withstand the snow like usual. Not that they're really meant to withstand snow in the first place, but it was extra weak. So that's going to need to be replaced. Luckily, we do have a metal manufacturing company in Denver that we used for Amelia, and they can recreate metal siding really easily, so definitely a good resource there. You can see that the headlights both need to be replaced. The light for the license plate needs to be replaced. And then this window's broken. This this bumper, I guess is what you call it, is all bent, so that's going to need to be replaced. That'll go along with the frame when we redo that. So here you can see that wing that I was talking about that needs to be replaced. It's pretty bent. These are the wings that have the wood in the middle based on the year that this was made. That's how they made them at that time. I just think this window is the cutest. It needs to be like fixed because the whole camper is just a little bit like, and so it's popped out and it's not holding any like preventing any moisture from getting in or anything. So I just think it's so cute though. It's just so like rectangular and round. This drain right here, this is something we're gonna redo and make more modern because this is the water drain for the kitchen sink. So this is basically where all the gray water comes after you do your dishes or whatever. It just pours out like this. There's no like hose that's gonna get it on the ground or nowhere you can like funnel it. It literally just pours out of this. So we're gonna try and reroute that down so that there's more of like a spigot and you can have more control over it and put it somewhere where it's supposed to be rather than just letting it drip down the side of your camper. So a few things we're gonna turn into modern conveniences in this camper, but for the most part I'm gonna try and keep it at least looking original. Welcome to the inside of the Shasta. I love all of the detailing that these like upper cabinets have right here. There's probably supposed to be another door right here, but there's only one, and so I'll have to figure something creative out to do there because I imagine I won't be able to find another door, maybe, if the magic replacement fairy comes by, but yeah, I do love the detail, so I'm going to try and keep this wood and redo it rather than replace it. We also have the original magazine rack right here, which is cool because a lot of them, people have taken this off over the years or whatever, so a lot of the project campers that you'll find no longer have this, so I am excited that we do have that, and we are going to keep that after refinishing it. So the dinette benches, luckily, are fully intact. It doesn't look like it, because obviously we have all this, padding and straw or whatever you call it, sticking out, but the benches themselves are intact, and so we can take these cushions to an upholsterer. They'll be able to redo them, make them look good as new, and then the actual benches down here, we will replace the wood for those and rebuild them. They'll actually end up being stronger, but at least the mechanics of the seats so that they can fold down into the bed, they are still here. The table for the kitchen is right here. So we also have that, and it's in okay condition. We'll see if we can clean it up and how it looks when it's all cleaned up. I'm not sure. I would like to keep the original, this is Formica? I don't know what material this is. I would like to keep this if I can. If not, I'll try and replace it with something that looks original. Okay, so you can see on the floor here that these tiles, they're all coming up. They're not sticking anymore. From my real estate experience, I know that oftentimes 9x9 tiles, if they're found in an old house, are commonly found to be positive for asbestos. And so if you know anything about asbestos, it requires special removal because when you start to kick things up during renovations, that's when the asbestos gets in the air. And I'm not an expert in any of this, but I do know that you need to take precautions, and so I'm a little nervous to do the floor, and I will definitely be wearing a mask. I'm not going to test it for asbestos, but I am going to be careful, so yeah. I don't know what flooring I want to put down after this, so if you have any recommendations, do let me know, because I'm obviously not going to put 9x9 tiles down again, so any flooring that looks retro but isn't 9x9 tiles, let me know. So in the back here, I'm kind of hiding in the corner that's falling off right now. It's hard to tell in the video. I don't know if I'll be able to show you the best way, but basically the kitchen is all hanging off right now. It's definitely not at a 90-degree angle. It's like whoop, and then this corner back here where the bed is very much fallen down. This whole left side of the camper, the driver's side I guess, is all just slouching down from the frame failing. So yeah, you can kind of see the slant right here. I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but you can see light is coming through right there. And then tons of water damage back here. I don't know if you can you see how dipped that is? Yeah. There was a little shelf up here. We'll try and replace that the best we can. There's that little window that I like. I just noticed that there's a wasp nest up there. Perfect. So here's the closet. You can see in here that it has the original ironing board. It's literally just like a piece of wood. It's nothing too super special, but they often don't have them, and so I'm glad that mine does. That's pretty cool. And then it's just, you know, your typical closet with a wooden rod up there. The doors obviously don't stay shut on their own, so that's going to need to be fixed with, you know, proper latches and whatnot. Most of the handles for all of the cabinets, including the kitchen, there's only one handle that's broken, so that's another piece we're looking for if anyone has one. But yeah, they're pretty much all intact, so that's pretty cool. This is where the icebox went. We're going to try and put a real RV fridge in. Again, it's just one of those modern conveniences that, you know, who uses an icebox anymore? I know that, you know, you want to keep it retro and whatever, but also we live in the 21st century, so if you want to use this thing and be comfortable, let's get a regular fridge. Alright, so here's the kitchen. I'm sorry if the camera angles are all wonky in this video because the entire, like, nothing's level on this floor, so my tripod is all, like, off-center. I'm going to try and, like, fix them in the editing, but we'll see. Everything is a hair out of square, more than a hair, very out of square in this camper. So, this is the kitchen. This sink is, like, my new favorite thing. So, you can see, like, some of, like, the black enamel coming through, or not enamel. You can see, like, some of the black coming through with, like, the white enamel on top. I think it's really cute, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Probably add in a water pump that's not a hand pump. Again, modern conveniences. Some people, they don't mind the hand pump. I guess, whatever. Let me know. Do you prefer hand pump or, like, electric water pump? For a retro camper, I should say. I don't know. Should I keep it, like, super original? Or should I, like, add in the modern conveniences? I don't know. Let me know. You can kind of see all of these drawers and how, like, off-center this is because they're all falling out like this. They should be, like, aligned, but, like, you can see this triangle thing here. There's a little cutting board right here, which is super cute. And then the oven, the stove. Ugh. I haven't actually opened that up yet. There wasn't too many scary things in there, but oh god, it smells. Oh, okay, lots of mouse poop is what it smells like. All right. I will probably try and replace this with like a Max Air or Fantastic Fan or something like that. Again, modern conveniences. Why wouldn't I? We are also going to replace the furnace because right now the furnace is on the floor and that just seems really silly to me. And so we're going to try and add in a furnace, probably put it in the closet or something like that, so that the furnace is no longer on the floor. Like, that's the furnace right there. And that's my feet. Like, what if I was walking barefoot? That's crazy to me. Alright, well that was the tour. I hope I did it justice. If I showed you every little thing that was wrong with this camper, like this video would go on forever. So I showed you at least the major things, and kind of gave you an idea of what needs to be replaced and redone, everything. So what's the plan for her in the future? So when we start renovating her, which I don't know when that's going to be, if I'm being honest, we have to finish the Scotsman Roamer first, Amelia, which is getting close to being done, but it's just not quite there yet. Things got kind of put on hold a little bit with Amelia, which I'll explain in an upcoming video. So whenever that's done and we have space in the garage again, we will start renovating the Shasta, and then slowly but surely I will post update videos regarding the renovation for the Shasta. The thing with YouTube is that the algorithm really likes you to have your niche, and so I don't really want to be put in the RV renovation niche on YouTube. However, this is a hobby of mine that I want to share with you guys, and so I am going to post occasionally, but please don't be upset with me if you don't get like step-by-step instructions or anything like that. I will keep you updated, I promise. I just don't know how much, and I don't know when the next video for the Shasta or Amelia will be coming out. So please be patient with me. Do follow me on Instagram for more updates on all of this. I post in real time. I've got lots of exciting things happening. Please subscribe if you want to come back for more. Like I said, I've got a lot of exciting travel things coming up. Yeah, if you enjoyed this tour, please like this video. And if you want to see more, please subscribe and leave me a comment below. What do you think? Was this a huge mistake? Was this like the worst idea ever? Did we bite off way more than we can chew? Let me know. So anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I will see you in the next video.